actually shared. Then, it happened. 1 minute, I was just sitting there, staring blankly out at our tree's empty branches and the empty sidewalk in the gap between students passing by. In the next moment, strong arms were scooping me up and a voice was hissing, "Shh! Shh! Don't make a sound." I could have screamed. I had time before the hand clamped over my mouth, before I was hustled down the stairs, before my mind clouded over with panic and other voices. But I dare you try if you're ever kidnapped, to do the exact right thing at the exact right time. You try it in regular life, when you might have all the time in the world to think and plan. Sometimes you just make mistakes. I didn't scream. I let my body go limp, which probably made it much easier to stuff me into the car waiting in the alley. "Put her in the back. I'll drive. Yes, there, hurry!" I couldn't be sure I really heard them conversing, or conspiring, whatever. There was so much else echoing in my head, so many other conversations distracting me. "That poor girl. Do you think she's going to be all right?" "Anything else we could do to help?" "I thought this essay—" "And those bangs, can you believe that hair? You know, the youngest." I couldn't have said what was real and immediate and right there before my very ears, and what was dim and distant and not exactly relevant at the moment. Then the hand came off my mouth, and someone was pushing my face toward the cracked vinyl seat. Pushing rather gently, actually, for a kidnapper. "Sorry," a voice said. "You're going to have to keep your head down until we're out of town." The hand slipped back over my mouth. The car lurched forward, but slowly, like it was barely creeping through the gravel alley. I could tell when we reached pavement, at the corner of Vine Street, because the car whipped dramatically to the right and sped up with a screech of the tires. "Careful," the voice beside me called out. "Remember, Springdale's a speed trap." This struck me as funny. Kidnappers worrying about a speeding ticket? But the car slowed slightly. "Nobody's following us, are they?" the driver asked. From my position with my face smashed against the vinyl, I could tell that the boy holding my mouth shut had turned around to look out the rear window. Boy, I thought dazedly. It's two boys who are kidnapping me. I felt strangely proud that I could think my own thoughts despite all the other noise in my head, despite being kidnapped. The car slowed because of the traffic light at the corner of Vine and Liberty, I guessed, and then veered left. "No! That's the way they'd expect us to go!" the boy beside me exploded. Okay, let me think. "Go out 643. The car made a U-turn, with more screeching tires and a little wobble that made me wonder if the whole thing might just flip over. I hadn't been in a car in a while, but I did remember seatbelts. I wanted a seatbelt. Maybe if I asked nicely, if I promised to keep crouching down, the kidnappers would let me wear one. Just then, the boy holding on to me let go. "Yee-haw!" he yelled. "We did it!" I turned my head slightly and opened one eyelid a crack. I had just then realized I'd had both eyes squeezed tightly shut. The boy was pumping his fists in the air, cheering, like someone in the pep section at the Springdale College football games. Except this boy looked too young to be in college. He was thin, the way a lot of teenagers are when they've grown so quickly they can't eat enough to keep up. He had chin-length brown hair that was a little bit straggly. His ears stuck out on the sides. And he had a kind face. I say that, even though he'd just kidnapped me. You could just look at him and know he'd never kicked a dog, probably never even killed a fly. "Are you all right?" the boy said. "You can sit up now. It's safe. We're out of Springdale. You're free. We rescued you." He beamed at me.